On economic news this week, both equity and debt markets have been less active for the first 2 days of 2024. However, looking at what happened during the last week of 2023, we saw the average weighted prime lending rate falling further by another 6 basis points. And also, from an inflation perspective, we saw the inflation for the month of December increasing from 3.4% in November to 4% in December as a result of the changes in vegetable prices as well as the change in fuel prices. Going into 2024, with the VAT changes coming into play from the first week of January, we expect inflation in the month of January to hit close to about 6 to 7%, with the impact coming of about 2.5% from the VAT changes, as well as the adverse weather conditions affecting vegetable prices during the month of January. From a government fiscal perspective, the government was able to reach a 3.1 trillion rupee revenue target for the year 2023, which was higher than the expected 2.8 trillion or the revised target of 2.8 trillion. And we saw contributions coming in from both Sri Lanka Customs as well as the Inland Revenue Department on increased tax collections during the months of November and December. Going into 2024, with the current VAT adjustments, we are expecting roughly about 600 billion rupee increment in terms of revenue collections for the government to materialize during the year. However, given the shock the consumers will be seeing due to the VAT increase, we expect temporary slowdown in terms of consumer spending during the first quarter of 2024. However, we feel that part of the inflation impact could be mitigated to a certain extent if the government decides to slash down on electricity tariffs going into the first quarter of 2024, as higher rainfall has resulted in lower cost of production of power generation for the Ceylon Electricity Board. From a currency perspective, we have seen the currency appreciate by about 6 rupees over the last 2 weeks, and this has been as a result of the multilateral dollar inflows coming in from the World Bank, IMF and ADB, which was a cumulative total of about $750 million, which has also resulted in our reserve position improving to about $4 billion by the end of 2024. We don't expect too much depreciation for the month of January, but the market is anticipating the announcement on the external debt restructuring to materialize during the first quarter of 2024. And if that happens, we will see foreign debt repayments on the interest front starting from second quarter of 2024, which might exert some pressure on the currency.